Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. My guest today is Sharon, and the situation is her granddaughter is choking on some quarters that she swallowed, and Sharon is terrified because she can't get the quarters out of her throat. There's nothing she can do to clear the blockage. So her state of mind in that situation, she's captured on paper and working through it, is something that I am so happy to bring to you today. So welcome to the work, and let's take this trip with Sharon together. Sharon, you have a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet filled in?
I do. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Those of you that are new to the work today, Judge Your Neighbor worksheet, there are 6 questions on it, and you answer those, and then we question them. So, sweetheart, what did you write for number 1?
I am terrified of what is happening to her because if she goes, the pain will be unbearable.
Oh, sweetie. Okay. So, do you mean by that if she dies?
Yes.
Okay. So, what is the situation with her? What is the
She's 2 years old and she's choking on quarters, 5 quarters. And me and my daughter are trying to get the quarters out of her mouth. And her eyes are rolling to the back of her head. And she's going limp. And
Okay.
we're both thinking we're losing her.
Yeah. And so that's in the past, and the ego offers it up, and it's still, we can even see you're breathless even thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm shaking. My heart is beating.
It's trauma. So what is the cause of trauma? We're going to look at it. What is the cause of fear and terror like that? Okay. So be there now. She's choking. If she dies, the pain will be unbearable for you. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true that if she dies, you would not be able to bear the pain? You couldn't survive it.
No, it's not true.
Okay, so feel that. Not true. And now the ego's left you with something you may see as worse than death. It's living with it. Now, that's going on, and let's see specifically why and how. So be there now and notice how you react when you think the thought, if she dies, the pain will be unbearable. So notice what the ego offers up in images, with images of past and images of future. When you're thinking the thought, if she dies, the pain will be unbearable. Be there now. It's all there. It takes quietness. Just allow the ego to offer it up just as it was. What do you see of the future?
I see my daughter walking around just bereft and empty.
Your 2-year-old.
No,
Your
I see the 2-year-old is my granddaughter.
okay.
And I see my daughter living a life without her. Like, just dead inside. And I see me in that, feeling that same way, just reaching out and grasping for something that's no longer available.
Yeah.
And I know that we would be happy sometimes, and I know that we could get past it, but I don't want to feel that.
But that doesn't stop what you're seeing there. It doesn't override what the ego is offering up as hell.
A possibility, yeah, as hell, yes. And I, as far as the past, I see her smiling and her curly hair and her running and all the joy that she brings to all of us. And then it shoots back to the past. To the future. That's not going to be there anymore. We won't have that anymore. And I know that we would have it in our heads sometimes. We'd have our memories of her.
That's the ego, that's just, it can't override what's causing the fear. As true as it is, it can't override the fear you're experiencing. In that situation where you're trying to get the quarters out of her mouth and she's choking, and all that's going on in your head. If she dies, the pain will be unbearable. Okay, so now close your eyes. Be there now in that situation, that horrific situation where you're terrified. And just gently drop the images that the ego, just know it's ego, drop the images of the future. Drop the images of the past. Get present with this baby. Who are you without what the ego is offering up? Who would you be in that situation without those images running in your head?
I think.
Just be there. Be there now. They're not there. You were there now. So I'm not asking you to do anything that you didn't do. Do exactly what you did without the terror. It could even feel impersonal. Just do what you did without the ego taking it over.
Yeah, I'm just still in my brain. It's still, and my fingers reach up into her throat, and I'm trying to grab the quarters, and I'm not getting them. They won't come out. Sorry, the terror just arose again.
That's okay. Just notice. Thank the ego for sharing. It just interjected some images. Just thank it for sharing. Don't try to get rid of it. Just thank it and come back to your focus. Images, ego moves your focus. And in the meantime, you're doing what's necessary. I just want you to know the difference between reality and fantasy. So continue.
The quarters don't come out. I leave the room and I say, call 911. I come back and the quarters are out.
Okay.
My daughter was holding her, and she relaxed and the quarters came out.
If she dies, the pain will be unbearable. Turn it around. If she lives, the pain will be unbearable. unbearable. Look at you.
Yeah.
She's fine. You're a victim.
Yeah. It keeps coming up.
Yeah, and notice now. Look at that image in your head of her dying, just the way you experienced it. With your daughter won't be able to have her in her life, and you'll never get over it. Without that.
Without it, I'm fine. I'm great. I'm
So
just living my life.
my question is, take her out of your head and hold her. Is that her?
No.
It's like you're trying to get the quarters out. The ego offers up all this fake news.
Right.
And there's her, as you just experienced, and then there's the ego that's got control over your life during and after.
Yes.
So did the quarters stuck in her throat cause your fear? Look how capable you are. Did it cause your fear, or was it your ego's play?
It was certainly my ego's play.
So now look at her in your mind's eye with the quarters. We call it remembering. Look at that. See her choking or turning blue, whatever was happening. Is that her, or is that imagination?
It's my imagination. But Katie, it won't stop. I already know.
Well, don't stop it. Just know that's.
It just keeps coming up and up. It won't stop. And I, even in the moment when it comes
Sweetheart,
up,
there's not one person watching you that wasn't there as well. We all saw the images of the baby. We've never met her. We've never met this little pumpkin. But it doesn't stop us from seeing her. It doesn't stop us from seeing you panicked. It doesn't stop us from watching you call 911. You're not alone in this.
Yeah.
But you have, your ego it's just, it shows you false images.
Yeah.
And
I believe it's happening to me.
and look at that. That's not you then. How can you be you now and you then?
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's how we talk in Earth School, like I was there, and where's my proof? I've got images in my head. Now, we can talk, yeah, I was there, yes, that happens. But to not understand that's pure imagination before, during, and after is to believe in, oh boy, I'm really stretching it here, but it's true, is to believe in nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're face to face with the cause of suffering. And it's like, duh. And I can't stop my ego either. I don't do war with it. Look at you there look at you there. Is that you? Is that her?
No.
No. No. Now, when you're with her, she's like brand new. Like I see my children, they were here for a birthday party at the house over the weekend. And I was just at a wedding with one of my grandchildren, like 3 days or 4 days ago. I'm telling you what's going on in my head, but those are not my grandchildren, and those are not my children, and those are not my granddogs. I feel the chair I'm sitting on. I know the difference between, I experience the chair I'm sitting on, and I know the difference between what is now and what is not. What is as real as it can get in earth, and fantasy. And I don't say fantasy disrespectfully. I have great respect for the ego. If she dies, the pain will be unbearable. If she lives, the pain will be unbearable. If I don't understand the cause of suffering, but I can still talk about when the quarters were stuck and how fearful that was for me, and the miracle that happened. I just left the room and came back, and it was solved, and I'm still coming out of the dream, but I'm awake, meaning in earth people want to know. In earth we want to tell it, but to be asleep to it is to suffer through it. And it affects your life everywhere, as you have noticed. Let's look at number 2. In that situation, be there now. What do you want?
I want her to keep living and be available for this love I feel for her.
Okay, is that true? So be there now. Be there now. You want her to live.
Yes.
You want her to keep living and to be available for this love that I feel for her.
Yes.
And so she has to live for you, right? Or you're just going to be miserable. So her job is to live for you. If she doesn't live for you, you're not going to be happy. Your happiness depends on her. Now notice, be there.
I know what you're saying.
Well, it's not right or wrong.
Yes, and there's a no. There's both.
Yes, honey.
Yes,
And there's no right or wrong here. Just be awake to, I want her to keep on, you want her to keep on living. Is it true? Oh, all of you sit in this. It is so powerful. I want her to keep living. You want her to keep living. My goodness, what an invitation. Sit in that. Is it true? You know, it just seems like an obvious yes, but
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Again, drop in again. Not to change the yes, but drop in again. Oh, this is inhumane. No, thank you for sharing, Nika. Drop in again. Drop in again. Not to change the yes. Just drop in. I want her to keep living. Is it true? I'm doing this with my children right now. One of them specifically this morning for whatever reason.
I want her to keep living if she does. And I want to be strong enough if she doesn't. I don't know if I'm staying in the work with that, but.
Well, you notice you kind of slipped away, and that's just a part of it, honey. And you just pulled yourself back, just noticing. You want her to keep living. Now be there now in that situation. The quarters aren't coming out. You've gone as far as you can with it. Just before you have gone as far as you can with it just before calling 911, moving to the phone. How do you react as you're trying to get the quarters out of there? What happens when you think the thought, I want her to keep living? Notice what happens. Notice the images in your head. Notice the images of the future. It starts getting really personal now. The ego is only interested in its identity. What will people say about you? People are going to blame you. It's going to be your fault. Just allow the ego to just see what's there. And yeah, you're going to blame you, but you're already doing that in the situation. I want her to keep living. Notice what the ego offers up a future. When you think the thought, I want her to keep living, and you're trying desperately to get the quarters unstuck. Did you see her at the funeral?
No, I don't remember that. I just remember.
When you get really still, it's just incredible what's in that egoic opportunity, meaning that fearful, terrifying situation.
I just see how much joy I have when I'm around her right now. And I just,
So you see a future without her.
yeah.
So then, if she dies, there goes your joy.
Yes.
So it's just, it's all.
That particular brand of joy back.
So she has to live for you.
Yeah. I want to put that on her.
Well, honey, that's what human beings do. We do.
Oh.
We do. We do until we find something much better. I don't know terms for it, like true love. And then it's shockingly non-personal by nature. And it doesn't. I want her to keep living. Be there now with the quarters. Do your job without the thought, I want her to keep living.
Okay.
Just witness all that you did. All that you did.
I tried to get the quarters out.
Yep. And then
I went 911.
Yep. You did the wise thing. You saw that it's as far as you could possibly take it. You went to the phone. You did the right thing. Now, who are you doing exactly that without the thought, I want her to keep living? I want her to be available for the love I feel for her.
I'm clear.
Yeah.
I'm picking up the phone. I'm dialing the number. I'm standing in my bedroom. She's in the other room, or at least I think so. It's just me on the floor, just holding the phone, just dialing the number.
And then she's okay.
And then she's okay.
Okay, so everything other than that was ego's mind play.
Yes.
And now you're in first generation, what I call first generation thinking. It's a language for presence. If anyone asks you what happened, you can say the quarters got stuck. I did my best. I called 111, and it was over. Some of you out there may be having a problem with this. It's like, oh my God, this is the ego's going, this is the greatest story of all. We can tell it as long as we live. We can tell this little pumpkin as she grows up how, oh boy, it's a good one. We have our family stories, not right or wrong, but I can just tell it with, honey, when you were just, the quarters got stuck and actually all is well. I was really frightened and I'm so glad you're alive. The difference is, okay. You want her to keep living. You want her to be available for the love you feel for her. So turned around, how would you turn that around to the self? I want me to keep living.
I want me to keep living. I want me to be available for this love I feel for her.
Yeah. Which is exactly what was going on. We don't have to be in terror to do what you did. Presence. Getting the job done. Presence. Awake to the difference between what's going on, what's needed, and what the ego's offering up.
I feel like I keep asking myself to be that, to be that person standing on the floor, dialing 911 without any of the terror. I feel like I keep asking myself not to be terrified because that's what Katie would do. And that's what I should do. And I'm sitting here just uncontrollably shaking, and I don't understand what's going on with me.
But honey, in that situation, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
You could be right. You could be very wrong about what would Katie do. It's like, what would you do looking at the two options, the way it was, or with the story running in you, or without? You were doing an amazing job without the terror. You were doing an amazing job with the terror.
Yeah. That's true.
But without the terror, if it's possible to get those quarters out, you're present. It shows you in the motion what worked, what didn't, what worked, what didn't. That's presence. We don't need terror to induce us to do the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if at every moment I was terrified. There was times where I was just moving.
Yeah, there you go. The ego hits a certain point and it just can't go any further, and you're present. And when you get really still after our time together, you can see, in my world, that's what happens. What I'm to do is all I see. And what do I do in that? My best. And what does fear do? Confuses me. What is fear? The ego offering up what is not now. Fake news. Because there you have this little pumpkin in the past, you have it in the future, dead. You have her in the past when you were just in heaven with her. And the ego compares like that. And it takes your focus away from what you want.
Yeah.
I want her to keep living. I want her to be available for the love I feel for her. No, I want the quarter out of her throat. The quarters out of her throat. Focus. Let's look at 3. When I was a kid, we used to hear the story of where a car ran over a child, and the man was so shocked that he didn't know he couldn't pick up the car. He picked up the car, and so people could pull the child out from under it. And that's a don't know mind. He didn't know he couldn't. No past, no future. He just picked it up. And I don't know if the story is true or not, but we're capable of getting extraordinary things done when we're not fearful. And we do a lot of extraordinary things when we are fearful. My experience is we do better without the fear, that it's unnecessary, it's exhausting. Let's look at 3. In that situation, what advice would you offer?
Is that should and should not, or is that?
It's the shoulds.
Okay, she should not leave us. She should not devastate us. And she should stop choking, stop breathing, or start breathing.
Okay. So she shouldn't leave you. Be there now. And all that terror now kind of clear the field. She shouldn't leave you. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true? She shouldn't die.
No.
In that situation. Now notice how you react. Witness how you react when you think the thought she shouldn't leave us.
Yeah, I'm gripped. My entire body is just gripped.
Okay, now that's a powerful movie. It's the movie of a future. In that situation, the ego, when you think the thought she shouldn't leave us, look at the horror the ego offers up. Now the ego's got to, it's got to compare. Its life is about comparison. So it compares it with the past. Now look at all of everything the ego offers up of how much fun you've had and the love you've shared, all of that. And then the ego is offering up the future where that's the end of that. And also a lot of self-blame and Misery. Now be there now without the thought she shouldn't leave us. Don't change a thing. Just do what you were doing without this show the ego is taking the situation over with. The ego's just owning that situation. But then there's something beautiful going on. Who would you be without the thought she shouldn't leave us? Which means, those of you new to the work, just drop the images of past, future. That's all it means. Is just drop those. Be there now. Witness. Who are you? What are you without the thought she shouldn't leave us? Witness. It's there.
I think I could possibly feel that love that I feel for her and that joy that I feel for her and take the quarters out. And, it's like I'd be available to her. But I don't know if it would just be a clear space of me acting, or if I could really, see her and feel all the love that is so easy to feel normally.
So be there now without it.
Without the
You were
fear?
there without the thought she shouldn't leave us. Just doing what you were doing. Stand aside and imagine yourself standing against the wall where you can see you clearly.
Mm-hmm.
And without the thought she shouldn't leave us.
Mm.
And just watch you.
That's just, I just want to say it's precious. It's just precious.
Yeah.
Mother, grandmother.
Mm-hmm. Love.
Yeah.
And notice in that fearless state of love, she shouldn't leave us. Turned around, I shouldn't leave us. I've got a job to do here. I shouldn't leave us and go follow the ego into the movie of the past, the movie of the future. I shouldn't leave us. I should notice the difference between reality and fantasy. Fantasy being the not now.
Yeah.
Fantasy being the not happening.
Yeah.
The not real. She shouldn't leave us. I shouldn't leave us.
Yeah.
Out of the distance of illusion, past, future. She shouldn't leave us. Turned around, she should leave us. So try that turn around on.
Mm. Well, I feel like it's even harder because she didn't. She's still here with.
Yeah,
But you.
you feel that way and notice, and she should leave us. Just doesn't mean she's going to. It doesn't mean you're not going to die first. It's just she should leave us. Just try it on. Meditate, and she should leave us.
Well, actually, I pictured it so many times. It's pretty easy there.
Yeah. She'll leave you when she goes off to school. She'll leave you. She'll leave you when she goes to the bathroom and you're in the kitchen. She leaves you all the time, but the ego doesn't come out to play when you are awake enough to know that she's not going to the bathroom to die. She should leave us. She should leave you. That's how our children grow. That's how our grandchildren thrive. And a fearless grandmother is a great example of how to live. One thing I know about the human race, we know the right thing to do. And how can I say that and be so clear about it? Because when you go against that, you feel guilt. You don't do the right thing, guilt will let you know. You don't have to listen to it. It's just you're going against yourself. Something beautiful, that immovable. She should leave us. So if she died in that situation, what's the worst that could happen? What you're thinking and believing.
Yeah.
That's why I like to say my children don't have the power to leave me. No one does. I'm just assuming that my 3 grown children in their 50s will, in 160. I'm just assuming they're alive. Oh, I feel so wonderful. She shouldn't leave us. She shouldn't leave us. I shouldn't leave her. Try that one on.
Yeah, I shouldn't leave her. I shouldn't go into the fantasies of living my life without her and my daughter living her life without her and everybody living without her. I should stay. Oh, Katie, I'm shaking so much for this. I should stay present.
Yes, sweetie.
Hold her, and look at her and see her little blonde hair and her little blue eyes and
Yeah.
just take every moment that I've got.
Oh my gosh, yes. See, you're describing a life of gratitude. That's, you do the work and what's left, it's like, how can I help? And a state of gratitude. I shouldn't leave us. I shouldn't leave us. I shouldn't leave her. I shouldn't leave us. Going away like the ego taking you away when all the time you're present. So what this work does is allow our mind to catch up with our physical in this earth school. Know the difference between fantasy and reality. She shouldn't devastate us. Turned around, I shouldn't.
I shouldn't devastate us.
Yeah.
I shouldn't devastate me.
Yeah, now the ego's going to do its best to devastate you. So, I shouldn't devastate me. I should, if it catches me, anytime it catches me, that's a worksheet. It belongs on paper. So you can sit in it and get clear, get sane. She should start breathing. Is it true? Notice how you react in that situation when you think the thought, she should start breathing, and she can't.
Yeah, I'm crushed. I'm just crushed.
Yeah. Notice it's got you in its grip so deeply. That's fear. It's got you in its grip so deeply that the least place you're aware of is your actions doing the right thing.
Yeah, I don't even know how I did what I did. I mean, it's like my body just acted, my fingers acted, and I don't even know how I did it because I was so
You're
scared.
prepared. You're prepared for this.
Yeah.
There's nothing we're not prepared for. We think, oh, I'm not prepared. Yeah, there's nothing we're not prepared for. And life gives us that. If the ego would strip us of the awareness like we're victims. So in that situation, I shouldn't devastate me. I should know the difference between past, future, and my granddaughter.
Yeah.
My granddaughter imagined and the real granddaughter. And she should start breathing, turned around, be there now, and follow the simple advice to her. She should start breathing, be there now, doing what you're doing. I should start breathing.
Mhm.
So give you that as you go to the phone, I should start breathing, live the turnaround, and trying to get the quarters out of her just prior to that. I should start breathing, and I shouldn't devastate me by attaching to false evidence in my head of not now past, not now future. Fate granddaughter. You can see what was going on all along and have a little mercy for yourself. That's what it's like to be just faked. Gamed. The ego's game is to exist as physical. It wants to be a body. And that can never be. Let's look at 4. In that situation, what do you need to be happy?
I got stopped. I just said, I need her.
Is
And
that true? To be happy in your life, you need her. Is it true?
No.
Now notice how you react when you believe it in that situation. Holy hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now notice how that affects your experience with her.
In that moment, or
Yeah. Yeah.
both?
When you think the thought you need her to be happy, you need her.
It's like she's not even there. It's like
It's not even there. That's loss. That's terror. I need her to be happy. I need her. Turned around. Well, who would you be without the thought first? Just do your job without the thought, I need her.
yeah, I'd be, gentle and
Big, major difference.
yeah.
Yeah, where do you get the most done? In that mindset, or when you're desperate?
In that mindset.
Clear, present, awake. Just so amazing how fingers know what to do, how you know what to do. And if it can work, it does. And if it can't work, it doesn't. But you come out knowing you did your best. And there's no shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You just know I did everything I could. Maybe someone else could have done better, but I did everything I could, 100%. This leaves us with when we lose the people we love, let's say in a situation like this, it leaves us connected to that life in a beautiful way rather than a life of guilt, like we're some kind of horrible human being and it's our fault that the person died. And those of you that feel that way, maybe you've had that experience and you feel that way, do I have 4 questions for you? To be happy, you need her. In that situation, turned around to be happy, I need me. To come back from the past, back from the future, I need me, not fake me, not fake her. I need me, I need her. Now, not later. This is where it's needed. And let's look at 5. In that situation, she is
Going to die, not going to be available for me to experience the love I feel when I'm with her. Leaving us, not going to get to live the life, a full life that she should.
okay. So she's going to die. Be there now. She's going to die. You're working to get the quarters out. Just be there now. She's going to die. Can you really know that it's true?
No.
In that situation, she's going to die. Notice how you react when you think that thought. Yeah, you think the thought and then the ego just takes it over. It's just, it's a horror show. It's a nightmare. She's going to die. So be there now without the thought she's going to die. Doing your job just the way you were doing it. Without the thought she's going to die. Now get present. You may even notice what was there that you didn't, that you missed. You knew it was there, but you missed it. Who are you without the thought she's going to die in that situation? Notice what you noticed that you didn't notice.
I don't notice anything big. I notice the carpet underneath me.
That's a
I
good thing.
wearing well, I just noticed how soft her throat was.
I think you're making love now. There's your baby girl.
Yeah. Notice those curls.
Mm-hmm.
And I right now I'm noticing my daughter. I mean,
Wow. Space opening.
yeah.
So stay with it. Notice your daughter.
Mhm.
What do you see?
I see her beautiful face and her hair falling forward and I see her terror. And I see her love for my granddaughter. I see her holding her. See her hands on her legs and her chest. Ah, can I just say out loud, I know I'm shaking, and it's really hard to focus on what I'm doing when I'm thinking about what everybody else must be thinking about me shaking. I just wanted to say that out loud, so maybe I can.
Yeah, well, I want to respond to that. And we see you shaking.
Yeah, thank you.
And then some of us, we don't see you shaking.
Yeah,
The worst can happen, we see you shaking.
yeah.
Life is hell. We see you shaking and feel so compassionate and connected, and it's your nightmare that we would see you shaking.
Thank you.
A vulnerable human being is a beautiful, beautiful thing. A courageous way of being. In that situation, she's going to die. Turned around in that situation, turned around.
I want to say the first thing that came to mind was I am dying, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah. She's going to die. I'm going to die. Without her, there goes a whole piece of my life, the ego would say.
the whole me that exists with her.
Yes, that identity. Wow.
Yeah,
Without her, how do I hold that up? This
yeah.
idea. Who am I?
And where will be that joy?
She's going to die, turned around. She's going to live.
Just going to live.
So let's say that she does die.
Yeah,
She's going to live. Where's she going to live?
and me.
Yeah, because boy, does she do a good job of covering that territory in you. And that's a beautiful thing. She's not going to be available to me for my love. Let's say she did die. She is going to be available. She is going to be available to me for my love. Like right now, do you love her?
Yes.
And you have no way of knowing if she's dead or alive. You just haven't had the phone call for all you know. So she's alive in you. You love her. That doesn't die. Only the ego takes up the space that would cost you what's authentic for you.
So the her that's alive in me right now in this moment and perhaps in the future will be available for that love that I have for her. And
Absolutely, 100%.
the her that's alive in me right now is all that there ever is, because she, when I'm, let's say, when I'm with her in the past, she is just who I think she is, and my experience of like, she's me anyways. Does that sound crazy?
No, you're moving right along.
She's that thing that she is my experience of her, and that will always be available to me.
Yeah. I mean, you're sitting in the proof.
Yeah, but it's like, sorry, I want to argue. What
Well,
comes up?
you're sitting in the truth, and the ego would go, yeah, but, and
Oh,
you're sitting in the proof.
yeah. Okay. I just had the thought that I had someone go and they weren't available anymore, but they are to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, don't try to make it anything in the future. The experience is right here, right now, you love her.
yeah.
That's it. Now, if the phone rings and says, your granddaughter just died, you still have her. Other than what you're thinking and believing when you get the phone call is just like her choking. But the ego goes, I want, I need, it's not fair, or it's all my fault, and it obliterates the awareness of that immovable that is there. Otherwise, it wouldn't be fearful. It's delusional. People don't have to live for the people I love, don't have to live for me. Which is a really good thing, because they don't. In more ways than one. But it doesn't stop me from loving them, It's just this work this granddaughter work you're doing, it's just so powerful. I have strange experience when people tell me, someone died, that I care deeply about, that they died. It just sounds crazy to me. I'm just pushing the envelope right now for some of you, but it sounds crazy to me because prior to the phone call, they were alive. The phone call happens, and what's the difference? A phone call happened. I don't know if I'm saying this clearly enough, but if I love them now,
Yeah.
why would a phone call change that love? It's
Yeah.
the ego says, oh, basically, they're not going to be here for me. And what happens is those people carry our history, we share it. And without that person, the validation of my history goes with it. It's like it's just buried, and I can't say, remember when? Remember when we this and that? It's like there's no validation for I am. Remember when I remember when you. That you have with your daughter, and a lot of it's there. Those of you that work worksheets like this, you can work it, and then the next day you can work the same worksheet again, and you're coming out of a whole different awareness, and it will take you deeper. And then the next day, deeper. A week later, it will take you deeper. Because you're more enlightened than the last time you sat in it.
This is my third time. Yeah.
Good for you. So she's not going to live a full life, the full life that she should live. She is going to
Yeah.
live the full life that she should live because she lives inside of you, dead or alive.
Yeah.
You know, the first one we looked at, if she dies, the pain will be unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
If she lives, the pain will be unbearable. Just here in Earth School, all of that waits just for worksheets to wake you up. Anything considered unbearable belongs on paper because it is just pure ego. There's nothing out of order in this world other than what we're thinking and believing about this world and the people in it. So turning this around, she's going to die, she's going to live. She's not going to be available for my love. She is going to be available for my love.
Yes.
And I'm going to be available for her love. What would that look like? Anytime you remember she almost choked to death, if it should be still, it still frightens you, she's not going to be available to me for my love because I'll be busy living in the past. Ego driven. Who would I be without the thought? I am going to be available. She is going to be available to me for my love. She's not going to live a full life that she should, the full life that she should live. Turned around, she didn't die. And she died, so she's not going to live the full life that she should live. Turn around, she lived. And she's not going to live a full life that she should. In my world, as I watch her grow up, and my daughter too, and all the people in the world that I love are not going to live a full life, the full life that I think they should live. That's pure ego. But turned around, they are going to live the full life that they should live for their earth school and for mine.
Yeah.
Let's look at 6.
What is 6? I don't have a number. Does that? I never.
Yeah, it's I don't ever want to. I don't ever want.
I never want her to die before I do.
Spoken like a true ego. I'm willing that she die before I do.
I tried to write my ego down. So yes.
I'd rather her suffer at my loss than me suffer at hers. Okay, I look forward to her dying before I do.
Well, I can say those words, Kate. I can say those words, Katie. I look forward to her dying before I do.
Yeah, because it would be another worksheet.
Another.
Yeah, we believe our thoughts or we question them. And in my experience, there's no other choice but some kind of some 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 kind of miracle that I experienced on the floor, but it led me to understand the ego, but not to stop it. So nothing was left but for me to love it. And this is what we're doing. We're love making with this terrified state of mind, this ego that wants, I am this body. And that can never be mind. It's not physical. Oh, honey, thank you for your bravery and your courage. You know, when you were shaking like that, it's so, that's what trauma is. Even when we're questioning it, it's that old fear comes, even though it's leaving, you're waking up now. It's still in your body, the shaking and everything. And this remembering that is the cause of that, even though the images aren't going on, it's become a part of your identity. Like, I am the one who lived through this, and she barely made. Okay, so it's a part of your identity. So that shaking, it's on its way out, and to respectfully allow it to leave. You know, to do what it does, to come or go as it will, and if it's and then anything that's left, just be humane, as we all here have seen you so clearly to be, and loving and kind to the ego as you are to your granddaughter and your daughter. Panina. Hi, Panina. Your takeaways, honey.
Okay. So I really benefited from Sharon pushing through those questions.
Oh, boy, that was extraordinary, wasn't it? Her courage.
Yeah, when really questioning, is it true? And then coming out to the other side, I mean, I could feel, I could see shift. And I think that's something it's definitely something I struggle with so much, where I'm trying to do a worksheet and I'm stuck on, is it true? Because it is true to me, and I don't know how it's not true. Like, she should.
And the answer is yes. That's simple. Yes and no are equal. You're just looking for the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get that yes, just get still and meditate in that yes. You know, if someone says, you know, this is a cup, if I say this is a cup, is it true? Then I look at all the evidence I've got, and the answer is yes. Just like it rained yesterday. It's a clear sky today, but it rained yesterday. Is it true? Yes. And then some of the questions on our worksheets will drop us in more deeply than something so simple that the world would agree with, because it's you with you. And it's a yes or no. You're just looking for what meets the question. And just because no one can answer these questions you're sitting in but you. So yes is equal to no. They're equal answers. We're just looking for what's true. And it's not something anyone can help me with or anyone can help you with.
So one of the things Sharon said was, you know, she should start breathing again. And on the other side of the inquiry was, Sharon, I should breathe, which is true also and empowering. But getting from that statement to there, is the only way to get there by saying that that statement is not true?
So she should start breathing in that situation. She was choking on the quarter. She should start breathing. Is it true? As enlightening as anything you'll ever sit in. In other words, it's one of those many, many things that can just take us to places that we just wouldn't otherwise contemplate. So she should start breathing. Is it true? Okay, I'm there. So far, the answer is no. Okay, she's still choking. She should start breathing. Is it true? No. You see where my answer's coming from? She wasn't. And my yes isn't going to change it. I'm shown. Should start breathing. Is it true? And then some point, the answer was yes.
So my yes isn't going to change it.
Not all the wishful thinking in the world. But then I go to the next one. How do I react when I think the thought, she should start breathing? And then I see that what I'm thinking is the cause of my suffering, and the physical body is how I react. And why? Those images of the future are, I'm in terror. So it's not my child that's frightening me, it's this, I'm in this ego and the past. So I'm not even in the situation anymore when I'm lost in the dream. She should start breathing. When I turn around, I should start breathing. It's like, maybe my baby grandchild can't breathe, but one of us should breathe, because I could be of help if I just breathe. And I notice how I'm choking to death, and how can I serve in that way? And if I think she should breathe, why don't I just try that on for myself? Save one of us.
Yeah.
Or just choke on it the rest of my life. And what we call remembering. But those things we remember like that, they all belong on paper in my world, where they're down solid, where we can question them. Learn to breathe. Learn to breathe when it's time to be useful. Even then. God, this world is beautiful, sweetheart. Stunningly beautiful. But the ego would take it and just, it's a trance. It's a trance. And these questions support us to wake up to the trance and have a life worth living, which means basically a fearless life. And how can I help? Thank you, honey.
Thank you very much.
Okay, family. Wow, what a day. What a day. Sharon, thank you for being our teacher today. Your courage shows us the way. And all together, this community, thank you for something beautiful. By the way, everyone, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really matters, and thank you for that. I love that you join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 10 a.m. Pacific time. At homewithbk.com, let's do the work.